This time, the fucking cool ninja apparently thinking attention to my recording. I have to pick Rosalina while riding in the barrel train with the wood wheels and the peach glider. Peach parasol, I guess, is what they meant, cause that. Now it's been a little while since I actually uploaded anything. A couple days before I left, and then while I was at PAX, I thought I'd be able to record at least 1 or 2 episodes. Never got around to that. Never got around to recording like anything, to be honest. So that's another reason I've been behind so much. Also, ever since I got back from Boston and I came back to New Orleans, there's been some kind of construction going on outside my house. For example, when I first showed up, they were working on repairing my roof because we had roof damage from months ago that were just finally getting covered. And we also got termites like a week before I left from to Boston. So I came back to them drilling holes in the ground so that they can treat the area. It was a big mess. So there's a lot of noise going outside. I really could not record anything. But there's something wrong with my editing program on my laptop, so I couldn't get all the videos edited from PAX. I'm actually gonna have to take the time to move the videos from my laptop to my desktop in order to edit them, or at least scrap the parts that I don't want. And at this one, in day 2, day 3, all that, and just put a whole PAX East video. I have no idea how long it actually is. But there's a few interesting things. I didn't get everything captured, unfortunately. For example, I got PK Sparks getting his ass kicked in the Dragon Ball Z Budokai tournament. And I'm also pissing him off in the background. I don't know why I just ran into this car. Guys panel, who, I'm not going to spoil it for those of you that have never seen it, but let's just say he knows nothing about Rosalina specifically as a character, specifically in the barrel train, specifically with the drive-in. In the comments below, I want you guys to go ahead and make suggestions, playthroughs. I might actually go back and do the Mirror Cup. And so yeah, just go ahead and leave your suggestions and I'll try to get to them. And honestly, I'd much rather get 100% done. I'd rather just know the game 100%, so that's going to come after I do Pokemon Leaf Green. When is Pokemon Leaf Green going to be done? Exactly 7 more episodes of... Why did I go on the grass? There's exactly 7 more episodes of Mario Kart 7 because of the number of Grand Prix. And then I'm going to do Leaf Green, hopefully starting the very next day, if not a couple days after. And that is the plans. Are you kidding me? Whoever that was got to start the perfect second. No pipe. Wow, this was a very bad race. Come on, at least get... Ooh, oh, come on! Learn to drive, people! Thank you, Derpy Kong, for slowing down at the finish line for no reason whatsoever. And the Honey Queen's ahead of me. Great. Why are all the women in Toad near the top? What sorcery is this? Anyway, so that's the plan with games that I'm planning on playing through. And that's about it. Now I really got to focus on trying to get... The park is not my favorite course. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, I like all the Mario Kart 7 courses. It's just this one I'm not the biggest fan of. Okay, that was beautiful. That was terrific. That was fantastic. Wonder how many other F words that I can get away with without saying the 4-letter one. I jumped right over the freaking item blocks. Are you kidding me? And bananas in the road. Awesome. I suck at Mario Kart. Why did I even bother doing this as a project? Guess I wanted an excuse to do a 3DS project. Also, by the way, like I mentioned before, I was at PAX, and I actually did get Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon at PAX a day early. I also got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, I think it's what it's called. I haven't played a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game since the very first two, like Pokemon Red and Blue Mystery Dungeon. Or Red and Blue Rescue Team, actually. And 5 gens of Pokemon now. Plus, it's 3DS, so it's gonna look really good. So you know what? Why not? So I went ahead and picked that up. I haven't played it yet. I'm actually focusing on trying to beat Dark Moon, because I don't want to be playing too many games at once. But also, I went ahead and bought, it was actually on sale at a random video game booth at PAX. Random games, like they had old school all the way from freaking Genesis and NES to modern day stuff. And I actually snagged Ocarina of Time 3D for 27 bucks. Which is actually cheaper than I would have gotten it at GameStop. Now, it was used, but I didn't really care. It came with the case and the manual and the game, everything. It looked brand new. So I'm like, alright, about 5. I get back to the hotel room, and I was with I sneak sometimes the Zelda Master 20. How much progress they made in this. As soon as I open it up, I'm like, oh wow, the file. He's like, how much did they complete? I'm like, it looks like 100%. They're like, nah, I don't believe you. Just go ahead and look at how many gold Skulltulas they have, and then I'll decide. I'm like, they have all 100. He's like, well, damn. And I went ahead and looked. I restarted the game to see when it was last played. It was played in June of 2011. 100% complete on only one file. There were no other files on the console. Well, not the console, on the cartridge. And they didn't even start on Master Quest. So someone had to have 100% it. Like, we were joking saying that someone did a 100% LP of it and then immediately sold it, and it somehow ended up in Boston. Ocarina of Time on my old channel. I think I might actually go ahead and redo the stream series, but do it on Ocarina of Time 3D, and this time actually know the game before I actually go and stream like a moron and beat the game. So that could possibly be a thing. I might go back to streaming the whole Zelda series, but from now on I'm actually going to know the games before I do it. There's actually a plan whenever they announced Wind Waker HD that I was going to do that instead of Wind Waker. And Wind Waker was actually the one I was thinking about doing after Ocarina of Time. So I'll decide when I'm going to start doing that Ocarina of Time 3D stream session. And I'll see if anybody wants to co-commentate and be in that too. And we'll see where that goes from there. And speaking of Wind Waker HD, there's just actually a lot I want to talk about. I thought I was done talking, but I've actually got a lot looking forward to, because there's quite a bit coming out. I know I want to get that new Super Luigi U downloadable content for New Super Mario Bros. U. I actually plan on doing a playthrough of that, and that's actually just a side-scrolling, but something like Dark Moon or Mario & Luigi Dream Team, where you actually need to know how to progress through something. I'd rather actually know how to progress through something than sit there for 20 minutes and be like, how do I do it? How do I do it? Guys, can you please tell me how, because I'm an idiot and I don't know how? Yeah, I don't want any of that happening, so... collectathons and, like, puzzle stuff, I definitely don't want to do day one ever. But just side-scrolling platformers, really, no biggie. Was that actually the last race? That was the last race, and I came in 2nd place. Well, damn. I give up in life. I give up in life. I give up in life. See you guys in the next Grand Prix. Fuck bitches.